Alright, hey guys, today we're going to be talking about demos. Nowadays, finding a demo of a game you want to play, or just getting some free, short games is actually pretty easy. With a 3DS, you can easily enter the eShop, find a demo section, and you're sure to find one or two quick, fun, little free trials of games. Or with the current generation consoles, you don't even have to boot up your console, you can just go on a website and find demos directly from there. But it wasn't always this easy. While the DS did have Wi-Fi in it, it didn't have any internal storage, so Nintendo wouldn't have any way to actually send you demos, even if you were connected to the internet. Nintendo had an answer to this though. The answer was the DS download stations. These use the same technology as Download Play to send a temporary demo to your device. The way they were distributed was through local stores like Walmart and Best Buy. They'd be given special cartridges from Nintendo, in the US at least, and they put them in special demo units that they'd have in the back or in a display case. Then anyone close enough to the display could easily just enter Download Play on their DS and access the download station and see what it has to offer. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that would have looked like if we were there back in the mid-2000s. Once you successfully download the client, you'll be able to see everything that Download Station has to offer. The two types of items you'll see there is demos and movies. Movies are usually for games that aren't coming out for a little bit later, or for games where the developer just didn't make a demo. The video would often only play on one screen, but it was still cool to be able to see some exclusive footage of a game you were really excited about. Also, you gotta remember this is before smartphones were really big, so it was really cool to be able to actually have a video player, even if it only played one looping video. And as these videos showed the actual in-game graphics, it was pretty cool to be able to actually see what the games would look like on your DS, as opposed to on a computer screen. Now, the main reason most people probably played these things was for the actual gameplay demos. These were actually really cool because back in 2006, there was no real downloading games to your system, especially when it came to Nintendo consoles, so being able to download an actual small section of a game that you could play was pretty awesome. You could play that section as many times as you wanted, and the game would stay on your DS until you actually turned it off. So that means you could actually play the game a bunch of times, close your DS, take it home, and continue playing the demo, which was always a lot of fun. Nintendo would routinely roll out new download stations to all the stores. There were 19 volumes in all, and it was always nice to walk into a store and hope they'd have a new download station. And when they did, it was always cool to be able to see what new content had been added. Not all the games were really fun, or even all that interesting. But on every single trip, I still get excited to see all the new content. Continue. But now we're going to take a look inside the DS download station, the part that only normally the employees would get to see. Looking at this list, we can see a list of all the information that's on the download station, as well as a chart showing how many times each item has been downloaded. This is probably for sales purposes, so they could keep track of what was the most popular item, so they'd know what to stock. When you first turn on any DS or DSi with the card in, it will automatically boot up, I guess to make it easier on the employees. The card itself has a basic menu, nothing really fancy. You can disable the wireless, you can reset the stats if needed, and then you can set up the channel for wireless broadcast. Nothing too fancy. Up to 16 DSs can connect to a single download station DS. But unfortunately only one DS can actually download data from it at any given time. This system was in use for quite a while, and was actually a pretty fun way to get demos. But after the popularity of the Wii and online connection, Nintendo rolled out a new feature in the Nintendo channel that allowed you to download demos directly to your Wii, making it no longer necessary to go out and find the demos yourself. You had a huge list to choose from, and you could download any of them right in the comfort of your own home. And that service lasted until the discontinuation of the Nintendo channel. But even with Nintendo DS download stations now all but forgotten, they still marked an important milestone in how Nintendo distributed demos. It took us from the locked down demonstration units we'd find at the local stores, buttons broken off, to a system where we actually got to pick which demos we got to play, and we actually got to take them home with us. And that's why I think the DS download stations are a very important part of Nintendo's history. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, just go ahead and give it a like, share it with your friends or anyone else you think will be interested in it. As for the recommended videos you see on screen right now, the last video I did was a backlit mod, a very expensive limited edition Game Boy Advance. That was a ton of fun. The video just showing it off, the finished product. I didn't actually do a video of the process. Anyway, for similar videos, the first thing we have is actually an external channel, DigiCades. They do a lot of great Nintendo stuff, so if you like this video, I can guarantee you'll like this stuff. They actually have a Nintendo history thing too, called Jacob's Nintendo History. Definitely worth checking out. And below that, we have a really old video, I think that's 2010. That's my how to turn a homebrew video, how to make your own DS download station for demos. It's not as good as the official one, but it's still pretty interesting just if you want to mess around with your DS and you have the ability to run homebrew. Anyway, between those you should find something interesting to watch. And again, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Yep, bye.